As well as supporting a windfall tax on oil and gas producer profits, do you agree, Cabinet Secretary, that the UK Government needs to introduce an emergency budget? And is the Scottish Government considering an emergency budget of its own to ensure that the cost of living crisis and energy costs are being treated with the right level of priority here in Scotland?
Good morning. I don't believe we should just have a windfall tax on energy companies. Our view is that there should be a windfall tax on those companies that have made significant profits during the course of the pandemic, and also the oil and gas sector, which are the energy sector, which would actually expand the range of any windfall tax and increase the pot potentially which would be available to the UK Government to take forward measures that could help to address the cost of living crisis. I think, although I do sense a slight shift in the Chancellor's position on this over the course of the weekend, which would suggest that he is possibly starting to think about the possibility of introducing a windfall tax on potentially the energy sector. We're not presently looking at bringing forward an emergency budget because we have a fixed budget, so it's not about being able to draw in extra resource. What we are doing, though, is in government, is we're looking at the present allocation of funding we have across different portfolios to see if there are ways in which we can look at targeting more of that towards those who are experiencing particular difficulty during the cost of living crisis. So that's a piece of work that's been taken forward just now at the present moment. But given that we have a fixed budget, there are no plans at the present time to have an emergency budget.